trying to change different numbers and can't get a single number.
We've given you our details. It's a bit of give both ways, isn't it?
Well, no, you have to give me your details.
Yes.
It's part of your code of practice, okay? I do not.
Right, okay.
Okay. If you're a police officer, could you produce your warrant card and your shoulder number?
I'm on my lunch at the minute.
Makes no difference. You've approached me. You said you're a police officer.
Oh, right.
Okay. And it is in your code of practice that if you're in plain clothes and you say that you're a police officer, that you produce your warrant card.
Come down and speak to you.
So are you refusing to get your warrant card?
No, I don't have my warrant card on me because I'm out on lunch.
Okay, so in other words, at this moment in time, you are not an actual police officer because you do not have your warrant card on you. So to come up to a member of the public and say you're a police officer and you don't have your warrant card, impersonating a police officer outright full on. So that's what I said. You can't just walk up to someone, say you're a police officer and not have your warrant card and you're in plain clothes like this. So what a joke. An absolute joke. So you can see there that we've got
Today's audit at Hatfield Police Station quickly takes an unexpected turn. An officer approaches the auditor, but fails to clearly identify herself. Just moments into the filming, there appears to be a lapse in basic procedure. Standard guidance states that plainclothes officers must properly identify themselves, typically by presenting a warrant card. What happens next brings up serious concerns about professionalism and whether the officer is legally exercising police powers. Let's watch how the situation develops.
An absolute joker. So tell me you're a police officer and then you can't produce a warrant card. Yeah, it's a bit sus as far as I'm concerned. So I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing, and you can see and that definitely looks like it's been hit quite a few times. So, and that top part. So that looks quite battered. So you can see there where it's been hit and hit. So I'd like to see the state of the vehicles from it. So I've still got this woman here impersonating an officer by saying that she's an officer and yet can't produce anything. So absolute joke. I couldn't believe, guys, that I was there all of what, 30 seconds. That's all I was here for, and literally absolutely just jumped on it, which is fine. As I said, I've got no problem. I'll engage, I'll communicate, but you can't approach me, tell me you're a police officer and then not have any identification on you. So until they've actually got that identification and they're holding the Queen's warrant, as far as I'm concerned, they're not a police officer.
The auditor's challenge seems properly founded. Without showing a warrant card, a plainclothes officer is usually unable to rely on police authority. Although the term impersonation may sound extreme, the real question is whether authority was asserted without evidence. The officer's sudden decision to step back suggests she may have recognized the validity of the auditor's position.
And that's how crazy it becomes. But these two here, completely impersonating. And it was this blonde one here, was the one that actually said it. So, she's now trying to change different numbers and try and get a single number. Well, they may have to gain you to find the disconnection to get through, because that's what members of the public have to do. So they might have to go and use the famous yellow phone. You can see all I did was walk from there to there, and then from there literally to here, and that's exactly what I did. So, and it was this one here.
Thank you.
Notice how quickly the situation intensifies. What starts as lawful filming in public becomes confrontational. The auditor stays calm while documenting damaged property, which is entirely legal from a public place. The mention of the yellow phone points to a broader concern. Civilians are often bound by strict rules, while officers can act more freely. This imbalance becomes an important factor in what follows next.
Could you actually tell me then why you approached me and told me you were a police officer and you didn't have your warrant card?
Police station. I don't have my warrant card, so I've just gone out on lunch. So this nice gentleman's going to come and speak to you.
Yeah, but you shouldn't say you're a police officer unless you got your warrant card with you. So, if you haven't got your warrant card, could you at least give me your shoulder number?
We just stopped this gentleman just filming outside. I don't have my warrant card. We're literally on lunch. So I just wanted an officer to come down and speak to him. Is that okay? Thank you.
I'm good.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
I just asked why.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself properly for me,
My
please?
name's Jack Laycock. I'm PCSI at Hatfield.
Sorry, say that again.
My name's Jack Laycock.
Yep.
I'm a PCSI from Hatfield Police Station.
You're a PCSO?
Yeah, my warrant
Okay.
number is 6736.
No worries. Cool.
Hi, you alright?
Good morning. How are you?
You okay there?
Not too bad.
What are you doing here today?
Well, could you identify yourself first,
Yeah,
please?
sure. I'm PC Woods from Hertfordshire Police.
No worries.
The warrant number's 1850. Is that what you need to know, yeah?
Yep, that's it.
Just ask what you're doing here today.
Well, I'm filming.
Filming whilst what?
Whatever I can see.
Yeah? Is there a reason, though?
Because I wish to.
Sorry?
Because I
You
wish
just to, yeah?
Yep.
Right, okay. And what are you intending to do with the videos?
Whatever I wish.
Yeah? You happy to give us your details?
Nope.
No? Okay, fine. Okay. Are you from the area?
What does that have to do
I'm
with
just
it?
asking if you know the area very well. Do
That's
you want
ir-
interest in police stations or...
That's
police
irrelevant.
vehicles?
Yep, I film whatever I can see.
Right, okay, that's fine, you're entitled to, but you've got to understand the climate we're in at the moment.
What climate's that?
Obviously, with risk to police officers, potentially to do with terrorism and anything like that, we've got concerns if anyone's filming a police
Okay,
station.
and then-
just for people's safety.
And then
not
what
your
you,
causes.
but then what you then got to remember, okay, is the reason why people film the police, okay, is for people's safety from the police.
Eventually, proper identification procedures are followed. Both officers give their names and badge numbers as required. The central question then becomes straightforward. Is filming lawful in public places? The answer is generally yes. Even after accepting this, the officers continue asking for information they are not entitled to request without reasonable suspicion.
Of course, and as I say, people are well entitled to do that. I've got no issues with you doing it, but we obviously got our concerns like you've got your concerns, yeah?
Yep.
And that's why we're here, alright? So that's why I'm asking, okay?
Yep.
We've all got concerns from both sides of the story, haven't we?
Yep.
You probably understand that. And that's why we need to know
Yep.
who you are,
But,
so there's no
well, you
concerns to us.
you don't need to know who I am.
It would
okay.
help us massively,
No,
so then we can...
it will help you because you want to run my details through your system, okay? But I don't need to give you any information because I've broken no law and I've committed no crime.
No, but we've given you our details. It's a bit of give both ways, isn't it?
Well, no, you have to give me your details.
Yes.
It's part of your code of practice, okay? I do not.
Right, okay. Okay, bear me 2 seconds then.
Okay, and have you got your body camera on?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me why you didn't tell me?
Because he's literally just flicked it on and he was talking to
Okay,
me.
right, no worries.
Okay.
Okay, and is it standard practice that you actually wear football colours when you're actually on duty?
Well, it's the team I like. I've not been told otherwise.
Makes no difference, you're on duty.
Okay.
Okay, and if you actually read what your code of ethics is, okay, stuff like that should not be worn.
Okay, and if I get told otherwise, I'll take it off.
Okay.
You wait for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a phone call. Wait.
This is where the encounter becomes more troubling. Mentions of terrorism are raised without clear or specific grounds. Section 43 requires reasonable suspicion, not vague concerns or general threat levels. The auditor correctly points out that this appears to be an attempt to justify the interaction after the fact rather than a response to any genuine risk.
BTSO's come out in football colours now. What a joke. Absolute joke. So what made you want to become a PCSO then?
The area I grew up in. Want to give back to the community.
So would you be looking at becoming a PC?
I will become a PC.
Okay. And so what do you feel by becoming a PC that you can actually do then for the public?
Well, with being a PCSO, you've got limited powers, don't you?
Yep.
So I want to go to that next step, where I'll be going to more jobs, be able to help more people.
Okay. So once you become an actual PC then, would you say then that you would actually uphold and abide by what the actual law is?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, well then I have a question for you. Okay, when you got somebody that's doing a completely lawful activity standing on public property, okay, and you approach them, it's like your colleague there who is a PC, now you didn't mention it, okay, he mentioned terrorism and under the current climate, okay, that's got absolutely nothing to do with me doing a completely lawful activity.
No.
Okay, and that's something that should not have been said. Okay, so
that's him explaining his reason for being here.
No, it's a police station and it's where officers are.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why I'm saying to you, if you are going to become an actual PC, okay, the only thing I'd say to you is when you do engage with members of the public.
Conversation about football colors might appear trivial, but it speaks to professional standards. Police guidance usually promotes neutrality in appearance, while on duty to preserve public trust. Although not illegal, it does raise questions about perception. The PCSO's goal of becoming a police constable adds an additional layer to this interaction.
Okay, don't jump to conclusions, just talk to them normally. Okay, whether or not you got your concerns or not, okay, those are your concerns. The big question is, have they broken the law, yes or no?
Oh, I agree.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. So people just have to be careful on the way that they engage with people. And if you do become a PC, good luck to you. And it's like, we need a police force. We want a police force, but we want one that actually upholds the law properly and serves and protects the public.
Absolutely.
So, and as I said, I do wish you all the best if you do become one.
Thank you.
Okay, but the only thing I'd actually ask as a member of the public is please just uphold the law, okay, and do the right thing.
Absolutely.
Right. Do you know Matthew by any chance?
What's that got to do with
I'm
it?
just asking. Yes or no?
No.
No? No? Okay, fine. Matthew Ingram, is that your name?
Matthew Ingram?
No? No. Okay, fine. You got his picture, yeah?
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah?
Okay, just remember, okay, I will be requesting a copy of that.
of the body worn.
Okay, yep, okay.
For what reason? You need to give us your details then.
No, I do not need to give you my details.
How are you going to get a copy of it?
Okay, I will actually get that.
Oh, will you?
Yes, I will.
How are we going to send it to you or get you a
Okay,
copy?
because I will actually request it online.
This part demonstrates auditing at its most effective. A calm and constructive discussion takes the place of confrontation. The auditor explains lawful filming and proper engagement in a way that informs rather than provokes. The contrast with the earlier conduct is obvious. Respectful communication proves far more effective than pressure or tactics based on authority.
And all what I need to give is an actual email address, that's it.
It won't be sent to you that way. It's not a secure way to send it.
I only have to give my email address to actually give
We'll leave
it,
you to it, sir.
and
Okay?
I can
Have a
actually
good day.
give whatever name I wish.
Okay.
So, whoever they were looking for, it was someone called Matthew Ingram, okay, and I think that they were going to try and say there's a warrant out, and yeah, but you can tell that the PCSO, he was actually quite chill, but then you can see that the actual PC, yeah, he wanted to take that further. So he wanted to take that a lot further. So what I'll do is I'll take a walk round the front and I will see what's what round the front. So let us know what you think. And I know for some of you may sort of criticise to do with me sort of saying all the best to that young lad if he becomes an actual PC. But I think, as we all know, we all need a police force, but we want an actual police force that actually upholds the law and serves and protects the actual members of the public.
Mention of Matthew Ingram raises concerns about speculative questioning without reasonable grounds connected to this individual. Such questioning can amount to phishing. The auditor accurately explains a correct process for requesting body-worn camera footage. Only basic contact information, such as an email address, is required.
When we look at the whole bigger picture, if he does, okay, then great. If he doesn't, then he will become another tyrant, and those are the people then that we have to get out. So that's the magistrate's court then. I think their food van's here. And then that's the actual court, I believe, as well. So yeah, that's the court and the police station that's here. So there's quite a few people in there, so I won't go in. And there's your defib. So I think all in all, I think that's got to be most probably one of my quickest that I've ever had from when I've started filming.
The audit moves closer to magistrate's court. The atmosphere becomes noticeably calmer. This clearly highlights the contrast between the earlier aggressive response and routine public filming. Public buildings can generally be filmed from public spaces. The auditor's choice to remain considerate when members of the public come in to view shows restraint while still maintaining his right.
As I said, as you've seen, all right done, but I just crossed the road, boom boom, and that was it. So, more soft parking. We've got so much parking. So I take it this gate is no longer in use for whatever reason. So most probably one of them's most probably twatted it.
Audit demonstrates 3 clear lessons. First, officers must correctly identify themselves when using police powers, including showing a warrant card, even when off-duty or in plain clothes. Second, any mention of terrorism must be based on specific and reasonable suspicion, not vague concerns or general fears. Third, professional standards are essential at all times, from identification and appearance to respectful interaction with the public. While the swift response shows heightened sensitivity around police stations, speed does not excuse improper procedures. Share your experiences with identification issues in the comments and subscribe for more accountability content. This video is for educational purposes, not legal advice. Always check local laws. Stay tuned and click the video on screen to keep watching.